Okay folks, welcome back once more to The Long Dark, the highly significant video number 13. I'm a bit superstitious, so something's going to go wrong in this video, but never mind, we'll carry on. And we are here in Coastal Highway, and we are pretty much exactly where we left off. I've set for an hour just to save the game, but I think we're going to end up spending the night here. Just noticed a can opener on the shelf I missed first time round. I have to admit, when I came back in here, the end of the last video, if you remember, I got interrupted by phone calls, and I was a little bit annoyed by said phone calls, so I wasn't quite thinking straight when I came into here, so I obviously didn't spot everything that was in here, but never mind. We're back in here now, and we're ready to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to spend the night here, and then we are going to make our way down into the log saw, which is straight down at the bottom of this hill, and we're going to do it this way rather than going back. We're going back to coastal town site. I'm going to go down this way, go to the log saw, and then I'm going to go across to the coastal town site. That's the plan. So let's just eat a little bit and drink a little bit, sort our calorie store out. So I'm just going to eat that smaller piece of meat, because that's not going to give us many calories. Should give us enough, hopefully, to get through the night. We're just going to drink. Obviously, we didn't bring much water with us, because we can make that quite easily, so... Okay, so I'm going to try and sleep. I'm going to do 6 hours, see if it'll let me do 6 hours. And see how this pans out. Weather's not looking great outside. We woke up fully rested. I'm going to drink again. Because I'm now going to pass time. I don't want to have to stop because I'm getting dehydrated. So that's pass time. I have no idea how long to pass time for. So we'll go for 4 hours. Because then that doesn't exhaust our calorie store. And we'll see where we are. Oh, there we go. Weather's cleared a bit. We've got 3 hours of darkness left.
Oh, I could eat anything right now.
Yeah, well, that's what we're going to do. We're going to eat another piece of deer meat. It's become mouldy now. It's dropping to 50%, but it's still okay. Shall we drink a little bit more? I think we're okay for drink, actually, so we won't worry too much about that. I'm going to go for another 4 hours, because that gets us into the daylight and then gets us past that very first early... Oh, it's not going to let me. I've woke up fully rested. I was going to say, it gets us past that very first early morning bit where it can be really, really cold. But never mind, it wouldn't let us anyway. We're slightly encumbered. I've decided I'm not going to use this as a staging point to get up to the mines, because to be honest, by the time I get here I'm virtually at the mines, so if I'm coming up this far I might as well just carry on and go straight to the mines. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to leave anything in here. I'm going to head out and we're going to head down the hill to the log saw and across to the coastal town site. We'll loot on the way, and we're going to use the Quinsec gas station as a base while we're here, and then we'll start shuttling things from there up to the mines to take them back to Pleasant Valley. And it's looking rather nice out here. It's a bit cold, but not too bad now. I've got to try and remember this. I think we go... How do we get down there? Do we go straight this way? Is there a path straight down here? I think there is. Is there? I think there is. Yeah, here we go. Pretty sure this is the route straight down, and it takes us to log sorts. Yeah, I think this is it. Just doing a bit of sprinting just to move a bit quickly. Ah, there we go. Yep, there's log sort. We can see it. See all the logs floating on the water. It's a bit steep down here, but it is a path. Not a very well defined one, but it is one. So let's head down. It's looking really nice again. I'm really liking the environment and the lighting effects and things. I still haven't. I don't think I've had the chance to show you the night time on a clear night in the Long Dark, because it really does look pretty awesome now. If you've got clear skies, clear weather, and the moon's there, it looks pretty awesome. But I haven't had a chance to do that yet. We need to try and do that. I've done that off camera, but not on camera, so we're gonna have to try and do that. Okay, here we go. So keeping an eye out for wolves, because they do hang around on the road and they do hang around the log sort. So we're going to head over here. There's a trailer and there is also a hut. And it's those two that we want to look at. See if we can loot anything. Of course, it also gives us a chance just to get out of the nasty weather for a little while. Can we get inside that? Oh yes, we can't get inside that hut, but we can get inside the other one. Well, I'm going to go into the trailer first, since it's nearest, and see what we get. Oh, we've got some good stuff in here. Okay, so we have got nothing on there. Nothing down there that's of any use to us. Nothing under the beds. We've got a storm lantern here, which I'll pick up at the end. We've got some accelerant. An old-fashioned Parker. So this is tipping me over my... a jerry can. Nothing in there. I could probably do with popping my lantern on, actually. Have a look down our darkened corners. Don't want to miss anything. A soda. And what we got in here? Absolutely nothing. And of course we do have another storm lantern. But to pick it up I have to turn that one off. Just have a quick sweep round with this just to make sure we didn't miss anything, and we didn't. So let's turn that off. Okay, so not too bad. We've got some good stuff in here. Let's have a little bit of a sweep through. So let's head down to the hut and see what's in the hut. And I'm trying to think if the hut's got a fireplace in it. I can't remember whether it's got a fireplace or not. The weather's going a little bit more downhill now. It can change so fast. It really can. Okay, we can't get in that one, which is why I'm ignoring it. Doors are all boarded up and everything, but we can get inside this one. So let's see. Has it got a fireplace in it? I can't remember. I don't think it has, you know. Don't think it has a fireplace. We can't light a fire in here, so it's not a brilliant staging point in many respects, because we can't light a fire in here, so we can't make water or cook anything. But let's just go through and have a search.
This stuff will come in handy.
Warm windbreaker. I'm going to be pretty encumbered as I head across to the... which way shall we go first? Let's go downstairs first. Okay, they're crumpled up cans, so they're no use to us. That's open, so that's no use to us. Anything in the microwave? Nope. Anything in these cupboards? Nope. Nope. And yes, but not very useful. It always used to be, I've said this a million times before, when Coastal Highway first appeared, and it was the second region to appear in the game, these cupboards were really well stocked. Every single building in Coastal Highway had what you would consider a realistic amount of food. I mean, let's face it, my cupboards just through there have stuff in them. They've got tins, they've got cartons, and they've got bottles and what have you in them. So you would expect if you go into a house like this that you would find stuff in the cupboards. But obviously that made the game very, very easy because you just had loads of food supplies. You didn't have to worry about hunting, you didn't have to worry about running out of food. So for game balance purposes, they have balanced this up, and you find a lot less stuff in things now.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
Yeah, I know, don't worry. Right, okay, bathroom. So, orange soda and the water. I'm going to try and lug all this to the gas station, but I think I might leave some of it behind here, and we'll pick it up from here later. Part of me is actually considering using this as my staging point, because it's pretty direct to the, what's it? It doesn't have a fireplace in it, but it's always warm. I don't need the fireplace to keep it warm, I only need it to make water. I suppose I could make that outside. It has a bed, it has a dead dude. Which is a bit creepy, sleeping in a room with a dead dude in it, but, you know. Oops. I think I'm going to use this as my staging point. I keep using that term, and it's a term that I'm not sure whether it's appropriate or not, but I keep using it. My staging point, my kind of, this is what I'm going to use. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this as my base while I'm here, rather than going to the gas station, which is a little bit more dangerous. I'm going to use this as my base, and I'm going to leave behind all of my supplies here, rather than taking them to the gas station. So what we'll do, we shall make use of this big cupboard by the door, and anything that we definitely just want to stash to take back to Pleasant Valley, we shall pop it in here. So gas can, those, that. I'm going to make it the worst of my 2 gas lanterns. We'll keep the rest of that. Foodstuffs, I will stash some of this herbal tea. I won't be carrying that around with me. In fact, I might as well stash all of it. The rest of that I kind of want to keep with me because I'm going to need it. Clothing. I probably need to look at my clothing loadout, but I might sort of hang fire on that one just for a bit. Just let's... Oh, actually, no, take that back the other way. I'll swap those over. I'm wondering whether they're better than those. Well, we'll have a look at all that later. I'm not going to worry too much about it now. But one thing I obviously do need to do is make sure I do actually put those gloves back on. There we go. Okay, anything else in here that we can stash? First aid supplies? I know I normally go through and sort everything very carefully and put stuff in very specific places, but right now I'm not worried too much about that because I'm not here to set up a permanent base. What I'm here to do is set up a temporary base while we're here. So I'm ready to take stuff up to the mines to transfer it, so I'm not going to worry too much. Okay, water. Let's get rid of half of that. That's a very significant chunk of weight. Although I've still only got 3 kilos of carrying capacity. So it's going to be all this clothing that I've got is what's taking up the bulk of the weight. But, you know, ultimately it is what it is. Let's drop that food in there. We might as well. Okay. So that gives us a 5 kilo carrying capacity. We've got 12 hours of daylight left. So I think we're in good shape to go and make our way over to the gas station. Or certainly maybe one of the islands. I don't know. Maybe we'll go to one of the islands. Let's have a think. Let's head out there, see what the weather's doing, and we'll decide where we're going to go. Let's wait for it to load. Okay, well the weather's not looking brilliant. Obviously visibility is my main concern. Wolves do hang around here as well, by the way, so it's a little bit safer, I think, than the gas station, but it's not safe. So still need to be a bit careful. I'll try to remember where the islands are. I think we'll head for one of the islands, but I've got to think very carefully where it is. As per usual, I'm getting messages on my phone. Always pop through and it makes funny noises and gets in the way. Okay, I can see 2 wolves over there. 3 wolves over there, so we do not want to go that way. Let's make our way out of log sort now. This is where we used to be able to do a little... Oh, there we are. A little hop. In fact, there's 4 wolves, 5 wolves over there, so that's definitely not somewhere we want to be going. Let's have a look in this hut. I think if we follow the huts, we'll end up at an island, but obviously there's a whole pack of wolves over there. I want to be very careful. Has this one got a door on it? No, this one hasn't got a door on it. We've got a fishing line. Anything on the shelves? No. Anything in the cupboards? What's the temperature, by the way? Oh, it's actually not too bad. Well, in many ways that was a bit disappointing. Right, okay, so shall we break for that hut? I think I'm gonna... We'll head in this general direction, but I want to skirt a wide berth around those wolves. You can see the trees coming up. That's one of the 2 islands. But obviously in this weather I can't tell which one. I think it's one of the islands anyway. It must be, because we're heading in that direction. Let's head over to this island. I don't know which one it is. because I can't tell in this weather. I think this is probably Misanthrope's homestead, but we'll find out when we get to it. You can see the house on top of the hill. So we want to get on the island and we want to get up to that house pretty quick. Because again, wolves will come up here. Just, there you go, exactly, there's a wolf. Howling, howling away. They're all over there. And the bear wanders around here as well, so you have to be doubly careful. In fact, the bear den, if this is Misanthrope's homestead, the bear den is on the other side of it. I'm pretty sure it probably is, because I suppose it could be Jackrabbit. I don't know. We'll find out in a second, because it'll pop up when we get onto it. Which islands are they? It still hasn't told me. Jackrabbit, it is Jackrabbit. Okay, so we are on the island that's closest to this end, to the Logsaw end. So this is the island I was aiming for. It's very disorientating in this kind of fog. But quite a steep hill to get up. But on top of it, we have a nice little house. With a little porch. Okay, let's get inside. It'll be nice and warm in here. There we go, so we're nice and warmed up. These are quite big houses, these two on these two islands, but this one, it's all single level. We've got a bed, we've got a, what's it around there? No fireplace. That's the only downside with it. But let's have a loot, let's have a go around, see what we got. Again, these used to be really bountiful. There used to be loads and loads of supplies in all of these cupboards, but
Useful.
now nowhere near as much. Got some sardines, that's good. We're getting a few things, it's alright. I mean, we are making it through. Obviously, again, we're in Stalker, so I think...
I'll eat anything right now.
Oh, let's not worry too much about that. We're in Stalker mode, so I think there's less... I don't know, I haven't checked this, but I'm pretty sure there's less stuff spawns in Stalker mode. So, and in Interloper even less spawns. In fact, some stuff doesn't spawn at all. Okay, let's have a go through the rest of the cupboards. No, nothing. Okay, well we got a few things there. Let's have a look in the microwave. Oh, we have coffee. Excellent. In the Hinterland Studios mug. We checked those, didn't we? Yep, okay, let's have a quick look at the fridge and the freezer. Nothing. Nothing. Anything in the oven? Nothing. Okay, let's have a look around the bedroom. Anything in this cabinet? Oh, well, this is starting to get a bit disappointing, to be honest. We're not finding very much. Anything down here? Nope. Nothing there. I'll look in there in a minute. We've got some simple tools. Got plenty of simple tools back at the farmstead, to be honest, so they're not high on the priority list for things to take back with us, but we'll pick them up until we've got no weight capacity. Obviously, we get some water from the toilet. We're actually taking it from the cistern, it's worth pointing out. Not the bowl. Painkillers. And of course, we can break some of this stuff down. Apparently not those shower curtains, but we can do the towel. And we can break that down into cloth. So I'm actually tempted to do that. There we go. And that gives us a bit of cloth. First aid cabinets. Antiseptic. That's it. Okay, so that's that lot all checked. Let's go this way. See what we got in here. We've got a book. There's some salty crackers down there. Anything else lurking on the floor? Nope. Oh, we've got some. Whoops. Nope. We've got. No, it's the newsprint I'm aiming for. There we are. We've got newsprints. Some matches. There's some boots down the corner here.
It's getting kind of heavy.
And we have a baseball cap. Whoops, which I didn't mean to take there because I do normally reject those. And that looks like it's about it. Okay, if you just give me a second, because my phone is going absolutely crazy, so I think I probably need to respond. Just 2 seconds, I'll be back with you. Okay, folks, sorry about that, but we are back. Okay, so we've pretty much gone through Jackrabbit Island, so I'm tempted to try and head across to the other island, which is Mr. Thorpe's homestead. See if we can make it to that one. Let's see what the weather's doing outside. I mean, even if it's really foggy, we shouldn't have too much of a problem. Probably not that foggy, though. Okay, I think we might be stuck on Jackrabbit Island for a bit. So let's harvest these rose hips and some sticks if we've got any. There's a rabbit. That's where it gets its name from. Okay, that's where we came up. So Mr. Thorpe's homestead is going to be across this way. Do you know, I think we might be able to do this. If I can. Okay, maybe it's not quite so easy to get down this side as I remembered. Or maybe I just used to jump down. Okay, maybe not. We have to drop. Have to come back down this way. Okay, I'm less keen on doing this in this weather, so let's head back up. We'll get back inside the homestead. We'll probably just hang fire overnight then. Or certainly until this clears. We'll just try passing a bit of time. I've gone and lost the homestead now. I've lost the building. There it is. Let's get inside and we'll stay safe away from the wolves. And we shall... yeah, well, unfortunately, at the moment, we are a little bit stuck with what we can do. So, let's see if there's any housekeeping we can do. We can make an old man's beard wound dressing. I think we have enough. Oh, sometimes this menu is a bit annoying. Here we go. So we can make another old man's beard wound dressing. So that's that done. Anything else? I know we've got some newsprint that we can break down into tinder plugs, so we'll do that. Get that out of the way. There we go. I should have brought the book. We've got that book to research. I should have brought that with me, because then I could be doing that. But never mind. Okay, let's eat the tin of sardines, which isn't going to give us a massive amount of... what's it? And let's drink some water. This reduces our weight slightly. And... not much more to do, so let's pass time. Let's pass time for 2 hours. See if it gets clearer, and it hasn't. Oh, it just has.
God, I've never been so hungry in my life.
You've been hungrier. I know that, because, you know, we were a few days ago. Let's drink a little bit more, just to keep it quiet. I'll tell you what though, something that we haven't really done is look at how long we've been going and what we've been doing in our journal, because I haven't been writing the journal entries in this series like I did in the last one, because I had a tendency in the last one to forget to save them and lose them and all sorts of things. So it was a nice idea, but I haven't been bothering doing it. So we're actually on day 15 of our journey into the long dark. Skills and everything else, we've carcass harvesting is not particularly great because we've only done 1 so far. Cooking is up to 2, partly because we found a book. Fire starting is steadily building up because we've been building fires and things. Firearm has increased because we have used it, and also we read a book and we were in the middle of reading another one. Mending is also getting better because we have been doing a bit of crafting, a bit of repair work, so that's cool. Haven't got any collectibles. I'm not even sure if there are any in the world to find yet, but the full stats that we have, we've survived for 14 days, 4 hours and 39 minutes, 26 locations, 15% of the total world explored, so we've still got a long way to go. We've spent 58 hours outdoors and 285 hours indoors. We have travelled a total distance of 39.7 kilometres. And what else? Anything else interesting? Ignore all time, because that isn't right. That's all time since it was last reset. Average I'm just seeing if there's anything interesting on this particular playthrough. Well, we spent 13 days in Pleasant Valley. So far we haven't spent a full day in Coastal Highway. done 12 successful repairs, 2 rifle shots, and we hit with one of them hit its target. We've had 8 close encounters with wolves, 2 struggles, and one of which we managed to win. And we've managed to kill 1 wolf. We've killed 1 deer, 8.2 kilos of meat, some fish, which we must have found somewhere, 267 items looted. Yeah, you get the general idea. So actually, we're doing pretty well. We're doing pretty well. So now we can head outside. Hopefully, if the weather has cleared, we can get ourselves across to Misanthrope's homestead, which I may or may not be pronouncing correctly. Oh, it's still not actually really clear. It's a bit clearer than it was. It's clearer than it was, I'll give it that. Let's pick some rose hips as we see them. It's clearer than it was, I'll give it that. And we probably want to be heading... Well, we'll head down here, as it looks like we can. Oh, look! Is that water? Is that water? That's new. Oh, that's cool. That just used to be frozen. Now it's water. Hey, that's pretty cool. That's new. That wasn't there the last time I came here. Oh, that's awesome, that is. Okay, let's head this way then. Let's follow this coast. I think we're going the right way. Yeah, we come down the opposite side to where we went up, so we must be heading in the right direction. Let's head up this little bit of island. Yep, there's the other island, just over there. Hey, look at this. This is awesome, this. This is awesome. I probably don't want to go in it. Can't imagine that will go well. That's cool. That's really cool. That is. Wasn't like that last time. Okay, so let's pop into this hut as we go past it. And there's the other island, so that's the one we want to go on to next. Just keep an eye on the old clock. Anything in here? We got some dog food. We have a rifle cleaning kit. Hey, we've got a book. The Frozen Angler improves fishing skills. That's cool. I haven't done any fishing yet, so I might come and do fishing at some stage just to catch things. Because if you shut the doors on these and light a fire in the stove, they're actually okay. They don't get too cold. Okay, so let's head to the... oh, hang on. I'm going back the where I just came, aren't I? Yep, I want to keep the water on that side of us. Hope that rabbit doesn't go too much further that way. He's going to get his feet wet.
Anything right now.
Oh, don't worry about it. You'll be fine. Oh, they are. Bunny has turned around and is coming back the other way. Okay, so we'll head up onto this island and get into the building. Now, this is one where we have to be careful because the bear den is at the foot of this island. It's on the other side. Obviously, it does mean that the bear is around this area, potentially. So let's just do a sprint up the hill just to get ourselves in there nice and quick. Partly because time is a-ticking. I'm getting tired, apparently. Okay, shall we pick... Well, we've got Old Man's Beard, so we might as well take it while we're here. Oh, yeah, we've actually got quite a bit of it, so we shall harvest the Old Man's Beard. There's a piece over there as well. There might be 2 pieces there, actually. And there's another piece. There usually is, to be fair. You very rarely find it just on one branch like that. Another stick. Pick it up as we're walking across it. Okay, so here is what I believe is called Misanthrope's homestead. Misanthropes. I may be pronouncing it completely wrong, so I apologise if I am. However, it's a nice safe haven, and it's warm. It's a 2-storey one, this one, but still no fireplace, which is a bit annoying, but is what it is. However, we have reached our time for this video, but we have done quite a bit. We've made our way down from the trailer where we first came into Coastal Highway, gone down to the log saw, and we've decided to use that as our base, and we've made our way to Jackrabbit Island, and we've now made across to Misanthrope's homestead, which I think is well, we'll have a loot at this and see what we can find, and then we'll probably head back to the log saw, drop off what we've got and then make our way to the coastal town site. So I think that's what we're going to do next. But for now, I shall say thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you again very, very soon.